Hello everybody, so welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name's Chloe and I am an English literature student at the University of Northampton. So if you like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. So before I start talking about what this video is about today, I just wanted to say we're back on the camera. I finally got it working, so if you notice any different in quality, then this is probably why. But today I'm going to be showing you guys how I take notes on my iPad using my Apple Pencil for my lectures, because ever since I have been doing this in my vlogs and study with me, you guys have always been constantly commenting, please do a video on your iPad. So we're just going to go over to screen recording now so you guys can see exactly what I do. So let's get started. Okay, so I just realised in the intro I completely forgot to mention that the iPad I have is the 9.7 inch 6th generation 2018 iPad. This is the budget one for students, so it only cost me around £300 when I use my student discount. So yeah, so basically as you can see now, this is my little screensaver right now and all the apps I currently use. I don't really have much social media on here. I mainly have Instagram. Of course I have YouTube, because who doesn't watch YouTube on the iPad? But anyway, I'm just going to open GoodNotes. I use GoodNotes 5 to make my notes on and just walk you guys through it basically. So as you can see here, I have a year 1 folder which has in it my Shakespeare, because I've only really been using this to make notes for Shakespeare and my revision purposes basically, but this is just a couple looks for you. And then this yesterday was a plan for an essay that I was writing, and I found this a lot easier than having it typed on my laptop, because I could always refer back to my iPad, which makes sense. Save it as untitled, doesn't want to work today. And then this one here is what I was doing in my exam revision video. So this is modern and postmodernism theory for my exam, just basically going through all that to make a recall sheet basically. And then this one I have open as well is just a PowerPoint from the last lecture of 20th century, which just has bits to revise on, and I just basically make notes. And as you can see here, I've highlighted some books and put little stars next to them, because these are the ones I think I want to focus on when it comes to my actual exam. So moving on to how I actually make notes on this thing. As you can see, I have some bits here. Actually, I'll show you this essay quickly. So this is an essay that I did couple of weeks ago, no, last week. This isn't the complete version, that's the only reason why I'm showing you this, but as you can see, I've crossed out bits, made notes, highlighted bits that I think needs maybe adding stuff to and stuff like that. This was a lot easier than printing out the actual essay, because then you're not wasting paper as well. So yeah, so now I'm just going to walk you guys through what I use. So we're just going to make a new notebook. I like to use squared white paper because I find it easier, and I think my writing is a lot neater in squared paper than it does in ruled narrow. And as well, it means when I want to print it off, I can change it to plain paper and just print it, and it looks like I've written neatly on a straight piece of paper basically. But I'm just going to change the cover. So as you can see here, there's loads of different cover options. You can have symbol ones, you can have solid colours, black and white. I think I'm going to go for circle and dots today, because this looks pretty cool. And then I'm just going to type the title rather than writing it, because sometimes this is just what I do. So I'm just going to put this as YouTube video, and then it opens it for you. So this is what it looks like. Has it titled it? Oh, okay, it's titled it at the top, so it hasn't gone on the actual thing. Okay, so as you can see on this bar where the pen is clicked, so right here, I'm using a fountain pen and I use the black ink. You can obviously change the colours if you feel like it, and you can also change the thickness of your pen. This one here is a rubber, and again you can change the size of your rubber. And then the highlighter, change the colour of the highlighter, but I always use either pink or yellow because these are just ones that work with my notes. And then this feature here is really cool because you can draw shapes, and if you're not the best like me, it like corrects it for you, so it's a perfect shape. And then I also use this to underline, so if I just write hello, or hello, so I'd write that in a normal pen obviously, and then click back onto the shape, and then if you underline it, if you don't have like a straight line, then it will auto correct it for you, which I think is really cool because I'm not the best at drawing or straight lines, and it's the same with squares. So around a lot of my notes I like to draw boxes so that they're different. As you see, sometimes if it's not correct, then it goes a bit wonky, so I just use a rubber and rub it out. I always use a small one because I don't want it to rub anything out that I don't want rubbing out. I'm just going to try and do that again just to show you guys with the square. There we go, we have a perfect square now. And then next to the pen is this little box here, and this basically zooms in on where you want it to zoom in. So you can write a lot smaller. So if I just write here again, hello, as you can see it's a lot smaller than the hello was down there, and then I can just underline it like I would with a title. And then I always highlight my titles in pink so that I know it's a title and not a subheading. So this is an example of a subheading that I would write. So if I just put this is a practice, so as this is a subheading, I know it's still the same topic, but I will highlight this in yellow to know it's a subheading under the same topic. So yeah, and then you can zoom in like this, which is what I always like to do, so that when I'm writing I can just move the page up and down, and as well when I'm looking back to write my essay with my notes that are on here, I zoom in so I don't have to keep scrolling it every 2 seconds. And the best part about this is you can't accidentally write over an A4 like page, so you have to drag it, or you have to drag it across to open a new page, and you can only do that with your finger. It will not let you do it with a pencil because it will just draw or like that, so just draw basically. So yeah, so now I think I'll just add under here some bits that I would do for like note taking. So if it was a keyword, I would write the keyword in capital letters. Sometimes I might do this in blue if it's extremely important and I feel like this would be good to use in the essay, and then if it's something that is like a theory point, I would write it in red, because then I know that it's not just something that's important, it is something that as an English student, theory is extremely important, so therefore it would make a big difference to me. But basically, just on a normal taking notes, I will either do a little bullet point or a little cross like this, and then just write next to it whatever it is that's on the board, like that, and like this. And the best part is, if you find that you wrote a note here, you could just draw a line. Obviously it's not the best line, and then you can like expand on what you were saying here. Please ignore my handwriting, it's not the best. So you can basically just expand on what you were saying if you have no room underneath it to add to it. And yeah, that's about it really. I'm just going to take you back to a previous piece of work that I've done, which is a mind map, just so you can see how easy it is to create mind maps on here. So ignore that, that was just something. Anyway, this is my mind map for my Great Gatsby American Dream essay. So as you can see here, it's extremely easy to fit a lot of information on one page, whereas if I was to write this on say A4 paper, then I'd find it a lot harder to fit all this on one page, because I do have quite big writing, but the little feature up in the corner here allows me to write a lot smaller, and of course it allows my lines to be a lot neater, and it just overall looks a lot neater than it would for me to write on normal paper. So give an example is, let's go over here. So this is the Plaza Hotel, New York. This is where Tom, Daisy, Jordan, Nick and Gatsby go for drinks. And then as you can see here, I've highlighted this point, Gatsby and Daisy's affair is revealed here in yellow.
because this is an extremely important factor for what I was writing originally. So as you can see, yellow equals importance, and pink is just basically headings. And again, down here on the West Egg one, new money is highlighted because that's important, but that's in yellow, not pink.
Okay, so that's how I make notes using my iPad and my Apple Pencil. I definitely would recommend, if you're a student that's looking for an iPad to use for lectures or just like reading or anything like that, and definitely go for the 9.7-inch 6th generation iPad, because it's so cheap and it's made, like it says it's for students, and to be honest with you, with this and pencil using uni days, it came to just over £380 I think, which is an amazing bargain if you think about the prices that some of these iPads are. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and it's what you've been asking for. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything else you'd like to see on my channel. Also, before I sign off, I've just remembered I am changing my upload days. So as you can tell, this video will be up on a Thursday, and then my normal Sunday video will go up on a Tuesday. Also, while talking about my Sunday videos, for the next few weeks there aren't going to be vlogs because I'm going to be extremely busy with revision, and we're having some building work done at home. So this week I am basically bulk filming videos to upload for you guys in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I shall see you on Tuesday for a new one. Bye!